Hey Black Stars, Maggie's joining us for today's video. She's crazy right now. I wanted to talk to you about context again, because this is just something that people don't really seem to get. Every training system, whether you're talking martial arts, you're talking physical training, you're talking skill practice, all of them are created within a certain context. And they are designed within that context to work within the certain, the framework of that context. And that being the case, you're really talking about trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, or vice versa, when you start to bring one context, or one skill set from one context into a brand new context. On the rare occasion they fit kind of clunkily and whatnot, but they fit well enough, and then in other circumstances they're just completely incompatible. But we had this discussion briefly today about style versus style, and young guy says, well, my style is better than these other styles because I beat people who train in these other styles. Well, that doesn't mean anything about your style. It just means that you as a practitioner have exceeded those whom you fought with, or with whom you fought. And it also means that perhaps you had better coaching, or better insight, better ability. Hi, she wants back up. Or better insight into what it means to do all this stuff. You really, really can't separate the skill set from the context. It's no longer a skill set if it's separate from context. There's always a context to be had around all these things. So stop playing this style versus style game. Stop playing this my sensei is better than yours game, and start playing the what is my skill set meant to do, what is it not meant to do, how can I explore these limitations, and where do I fill in the gaps. It's as simple as that. As long as you are creating effect within the framework that you're supposed to be, you're fine. Dueling arts aren't going to do well in chaos type contexts. Chaos arts do not do well in competition. And that's a very simplistic way. Sport things don't work very well as self-defense. Self-defense ideas don't work very well as sport. It's just as simple as that. Up and down, up and down. And so that's just the idea of it is, if you want to be, badass McBadasserton, that's fine. Just understand that absolutely everything you do has a context. Whether you consciously set it or it's set for you is something else altogether. But the fact is that context is always present. And really what it comes down to is going to be tactics, strategy, and logistics. Because tactics, strategy, and logistics will determine the tools you use, given the context. That's it. Good journey.